All right, do you believe in UFOs? Well, Navy pilots recorded videos like this showing encounters with unidentified flying objects off the Florida coast in 2015. Now, U.S. Navy pilots are talking about these videos with the New York Times. And this is not just a one-off encounter. They reported seeing UFOs almost daily from the summer of 2014 to March of 2015. One Super Hornet pilot even reported a near collision with one of the objects. And the objects are even catching the Navy's attention, which sent out a new classified guidance earlier this year on how pilots should report these encounters. That's according to the New York Times. So this has many of you asking, as well as us, do you believe in UFOs and aliens? Go to dblvote.com to weigh in. What do you think, Tori?
I think it's definitely there. I believe we're not the only species out there. We don't know if Martians are in there. Remember, UFO just stands for unidentified flying object, which they are. Now, what's weird about this, and your brother probably knows, is they reversed very quickly direction, and they stayed in the air for 12 hours, and the pilots were saying, hey, that's 11 hours too long for something that small. There was no fuel gas can that they could see.
No engines.
No engines.
And these are Navy pilots. This isn't like a farmer who may have no idea how a plane is constructed. These are experts baffled.
On aviation, you're right.
Yeah, and you have a story.
Yeah, so when I was younger, this was about, I'd say 10 years ago, I was in the car with my sister, one of my best friends, and my mum. We'd been at the mall shopping, we were going home on the highway, and there was standstill traffic. We were like, what's going on? And then we saw everyone around us in their cars were all looking up, some people getting out their cars, so we did the same. And we looked up, and there was this kind of an object. It was very bright, and it was dark sky. It was in the evening, and it was racing backwards and forwards in a way that was so bizarre.
Like no pattern or
There
path.
was no pattern. It was only for about a minute, and in that moment, I was very excited. I was like, this is the best day ever. My mum had a meltdown. She was crying. She was so afraid, and she was like, please, someone ring Dad. All of our phones went dead, and everyone around us, everyone was stood outside like their phones were dead.
Some electrical signal.
Right. You got some comments, Tori?
I just want to know more about Stephanie.
Yeah, we're gonna hear more from Stephanie.
Like, can you paint the picture? Was it cold? Was it hot?
What time of day was it? You said it was dark out.
It was early evening. We've been at the mall shopping. And we were, so the mall, I mean, the shops in England aren't open quite as late as they're in America.
Like 5-ish?
So let's say maybe 7 p.m. Maybe 7 p.m. But the thing was, no one believed us when we left. No one believed us.
And you couldn't get video.
grabbing my food from up front?
Because your phone's stuck.
Thank you.
I don't know. I just remember my mum trying to ring and all of our phones wouldn't work.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's either everyone ringing at once or some electrical signal was sent to blast out people.
But no
like
one,
an impulse.
No one could use their phones. It was really strange. My mum was honestly extremely distraught.
I think that's probably more of a normal response, though.
Yeah.
That's going to be the you know. We're conditioned to think about UFOs and aliens like
the
Independence Day.
Totally.
Where it's scary and they're going to take away our resources. And that, do you think that's the case? I don't think that's the case. I think it's a kinder, more empathetic species.
Who knows? What do we know? We know that we're on planet Earth and we've not yet discovered half the species that are in our oceans.
Yep.
And we live on this planet.
Yep, we know more about the moon than the
Are we
ocean.
really so naive to think that we're the only life
What do you
force
think
in
they're
this
like?
universe?
Well, in Star Trek, they go for scientific discovery and curiosity, and I hope that's what it is.
Well,
I think they've already done all
They
that.
would be more clever than us because
I
they've
think
got the
they're way more
technology
clever than us.
to come here. We haven't got the technology to find them.